Hi, this is a different type of review than usual. You're used to seeing tablet reviews from me. This is going to be a product review. It is a USB digital video camera microscope. It's designed to zoom in basically 20 to 200 times. You can see it listed. It came from MERI1490, and I've got their website pulled up here to the device. You'll also find that link at the bottom of the video. Currently priced at $32.80. Interesting little device. According to the specs here, runs on Windows machines, and it has a 640 by 480 CMOS sensor, 1.3 megapixel, although on the box it does say 2 megapixel, and got the microscope lens, 24-bit color, and basically we're just going to go through an unboxing, show you how to install it, and then show you some different items with it. So let's start with the box. When you get it, it'll arrive in a box like this. You see Digimicro, 2 megapixel, USB digital microscope, 200 times zoom. So we open that up. And inside, a nice protective cover here. Put that out of the way. You will get a little holder stand, which we'll get to. You have the device itself, which you can see where the lens is, and we'll get to that. And underneath this plastic you have a driver CD and a little user manual. So that's what comes in the box. And to start with, you'll want to take your CD, put it into your computer. We put that in. And while that's loading up, I'm just going to show you, you take the little stand here, and there are little T marks on here. Line that up and snap it into place. And I actually put it in. There you go. And you've got a little tightener clip here that you can tighten it to lock it into place. Alright, so as you can see, I put in the CD, and on my computer it popped it up. You'd click on driver setup first. That installs the driver for the device, and then click on setup.exe. That should install the actual program. Once your installation is complete, obviously I've already done it, you're going to go to all programs, and you will see a digital microscope and this MicroCapture, and that is the software. And then you also, in order to use it, need to plug the USB port in. So we're just going to plug that in right there. And just like that, we've got ourselves a little digital microscope. Now it doesn't look like much at this point. Here are just some other images I took of some different things. Some menu buttons. I was trying to see how far out it would go, but we'll get to those. So let's go back to our live video, and as you can see, I've got it right here. Tighten that. Okay, I'm gonna fix the color here real quick. There we go. A little more normal. Okay, so now on the side of this, you're going to see there's a red button here, and there's also a little switch. The red button actually takes photos, and this little switch here turns on LED lights. And there are about 8 different LED lights around the device, and it has 2 settings. It has a off, has a medium, and a high, and we'll get to that. So now let's go ahead and look at something here. I've got just a normal receipt, and if we slide that up and under, and I'm going to take, there's a little plastic piece that you can take off to protect it. So if I put that on there, you can see right now there's some text, and to zoom on the device, there's a little indent here, and you roll that. So we put it on, and then you can scroll it in and out, and you can actually see the fiber on the paper. Now, you can see there, I'm going to turn it on, there's the medium setting for the LED light, and the high and it just makes it so that it there's not as much lag when you're looking around. I'll flip that over so it's more right side up. So this is just, again, just a receipt from a grocery store, and you can kind of see the detail with the thread pattern. Now I've got a postcard here next, and that's actually my table. You can see there's a lot more scratches that show up under the microscope. But let's go ahead and put what I've got here. This is just a little postcard with a lighthouse. But we put it under the microscope, and you can see all of the individual, you know, print characteristic, little dot printing, which is pretty cool. And I've got a just dollar bill here, and you can see just the level of detail. You know, it's just interesting to see what's under there. So that's that. I've also got a penny here, and we'll just put that under. And again, since we're all doing the same level of zoom, right there's the head, Liberty 2001. And if I pull it out, I can actually, you know, hold it out farther and then just fix the zoom manually. And bring them into zoom. And here's one more for you, a potato. So we're going to take this and we'll put it up. And fix our zoom, and there's the veins of a potato. Or we can, you know, put it down and put it a little farther away and adjust our zoom. There you are. So this type of stuff might not mean a whole lot to you, and I'll just take a picture. If we use the little red button here, you take a picture and it you know, goes into your list of different images down here. So the thing that I find this microscope is going to be most useful for me is I'm going to be doing you know, I do a lot with tablets, as you know, or as you've seen from my other videos. I have right here a mid 816 R2. It works perfectly fine, but I'm going to just use it to show you electronic components. This could be handy if you are doing any kind of soldering or just trying to see if there's a connection break somewhere. So we can have this, you know, higher up above the device so we can get a little bit more of a wider view, and then we can adjust the focus as we want. And you can see the chips there. Bring it back into focus. Or we can take it and set it, you know, right down on top, and then adjust our focus accordingly. And now you can see the actual soldering joints for this little chip here, and you can check and just use it to verify that there isn't any solder, you know, anywhere it shouldn't be. There we go. And if you want, you can take a picture. And again, if you're trying to read models off of, you know, these little chips, this will help you do that. There's one, ALC 5621. There's also, this is the touch panel controller right here with 3 little chips on it. And these can be really hard to read if you're not. There we go. Tango S32. And again, we can turn the LED light off, but as you see, it makes it a lot harder to read. But with the LEDs on, makes things come much clearer. So that's the USB microscope, and I've got one more thing to show you, which is I found kind of fun and interesting. I have here a phone. And if we take this and put it right out here on the phone, you can actually, here, flip it around, it's upside down. You can see the individual little pixels of the phone. You can also choose, which depth you want to look at. Do you want to look at the surface of it? Do you want to dive down and look at the pixels on the screen? And if we turn the LED off, so now this is with no assisted light, you can actually see the individual colors of each pixel. If I get myself set up here correctly. There. And you might be able to see it on the video. But you can see just the slight little shades of reds and blues, greens from the pixels themselves. So overall, a very handy little device, particularly if you think you'll have a use for it, or you can even just find uses for it. And we'll just look at this user manual from afar here. And manual. And we'll turn it on the light. And I'm going to just detach it. And so now we can see maybe from a distance how the zoom is. That's about as far as we can go on the zoom out. And you can zoom back in here. And now we can look in and under the keyboard keys, adjust the depth of focus, and you can see the pressure point underneath there. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and look forward to hopefully more product review videos along with tablet review videos in the future. And if you want to buy this device, you can go to MERImobiles.com and check it out there. Thanks for watching. Bye.